Burnt Island Games has a title on our radar that we want you to know about. Endeavor: Age of Sail. Good for 2 to 5 players, ages 13 and up, and should take you about 30 to 90 minutes. In Endeavor: Age of Sail, players strive to earn glory for their empires. Sailing out from Europe and the Mediterranean, players will establish shipping routes and occupy cities the world over. As they do so, players will leverage their growing industry, culture, finance, and influence, building their engine and extending their reach into the far-flung regions of the world. In this second edition, players will experience double-sided board to accommodate different player counts, variable starting setups with new buildings, exploits to enhance the mechanisms and story of the different regions, and updated visuals by the original artist and graphic designer Josh Capel. I like reading these little publisher blurbs here in the beginning because they're trying to set up a feeling, an emotion, an idea, a concept. They're trying to set something up in your mind to catch your attention for this game. Now, ever since the first edition, I've been interested, but this new second edition really did catch me in a way that the first one didn't. I'm not sure if that was just the marketing, since I really didn't know the difference between the two games, but for some reason, it definitely caught my attention, and I wanted to learn more about this. So, traveling around the world in a true Age of Sail setting, in a sandbox experience board game. Now we're talking. Now you got my full attention. As many of you know that watch the series as regularly that I do, I never make it a hidden point at all. I am quite front about how much I enjoy sandbox games. I'm also a big fan of Age of Sail. The whole concept of the pirates, the merchants, the world setting itself, the craziness, the lawlessness, and yet the order to things when you look at it. This game has me hooked already, and I'm not even finished learning more about it. So the idea that not only are you establishing trade routes through the use of merchant ships and maybe some pirate or privateering attempts as well, but you're also gearing up your industry. You know, you're setting up your industry, you're working on it itself, and you're occupying these cities by doing so. And it brings a combination that some of the other really good in-depth Age of Sail type games that I've played before, like Merchants and Marauders or Francis Drake, don't really seem to have. And this is putting into that category that, you know, you think of, well, I already have a couple of games like this. What's different about this? Well, already I'm spotting things that are different. I like the idea that while you're doing all this, you're literally building an empire all around you, and you're doing it through the management mainly of control issues and your strategy of how you're going to accomplish this. You know, by working on certain of the industries that I've already mentioned, you're going to be building up this entire empire machine. And again, it's something that's not quite seen in a lot of the other sail games, you know? So now this is kind of combining something else with it that's getting me more excited. Now, as a sandbox game, I love the fact that you can, within the parameters that are set, usually they're large and they get larger with expansions, the parameters that are set up with how you're going to be able to score victory points or whatever they're going to call the point system. For sandbox games, there are so many different ways. There's so many different routes that you can do to try to accumulate points here, there, from this, from that, while other players, or even yourself in other games that you're going to be playing, are going to be trying and using different techniques. So right there, I mean, we have a lot of replayability to the point where you're going to be actively looking to try new tactics, new techniques in different situations. It not only is replayable, but it kind of begs at you a little bit to come back and try it again. Now, I read something, I hope this is true, that the way the game is set up, the rules are set up, that the first introductory mission in the game, or mission, quest, whatever they're calling it, that the first one is set up in literally such a way to help teach you play the game and to introduce some of the concepts slowly to you, and then as you build up to the other other parts of the game, the other missions, that you're going to be learning a few more things here and there. That's a great way. It's not the first game system to do that. Many of them do, but it's enough that I think it needs to be pointed out because, you know, it's not something that's standard that every game does that. So that is a great way to introduce the game to someone, get someone more hooked into the game, because now you're understanding it more as you're playing through it, and that just makes you appreciate and enjoy a game that much more. So altogether, what I've read, what I've seen, this definitely is the kind of game that I want on my radar, because I would like to get to my shelf sometime, get down to the table, play it, showcase this thing off, and I was thinking maybe you guys might too. Maybe you're looking for an Age of Sail game. Maybe you're looking for a civilization building game. Maybe you enjoy both, and here's a chance for you to sort of combine it a little bit into both in one sitting. You know, that's cool. So definitely go find out more information. Check out more on Burnt Island Games Endeavor Age of Sail 2nd Edition.